Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Gurudev. We are reading Sri Sri Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 191. I don't think so, because Bhakti sent you. Oh Radhe, when will I totally enchant you and Krishna by following you down the road, pushing your Russic lover away from you and telling him, "Oh, most shameless boy, why are you approaching our heart's friend who is enchanted like a little girl when you simply touch the borders of her breasts?" Oh Radhe, when will I totally enchant you and Krishna by following you down the road, pushing your Rusver away from you, telling him, "Oh, most shameless boy, why are you approaching our heart's friend who is enchanted like a little girl when you simply touch the borders of her breasts?" The clever words of Radha's maidservants. Shripad's sweet vision of ecstatic Radhika singing her side songs continues. When the heart of an aspirant who meditates on these sweet pastimes becomes ripe, then love will arise in it, and the devotee can specifically experience the forms, qualities, and pastimes of the beloved deity. The sweetness of the divine couple becomes automatically manifested in a heart purified by pure love. This is the opinion of Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sripad personally experiences this. Srimati stops her singing now, and a new wave of emotions swell in her heart. When she sits next to Shyam and sees her own reflection in his brilliant body, she thinks that it is some other girl. So she becomes angry and scurries out of.
When you reach Jaipur, call.
Yes.
No. Yes.
When she sits next to Shyam and sees her own reflection in his brilliant body, she thinks that it is some other girl. So she becomes angry and scurries out of the kunja in a proud huff. How indescribably relishable is Radhika's loving anger. It makes her form, her qualities, and her activities 1,000 times more attractive to Nagada Mani. So he begins to follow her with increased eagerness. Shripad, in his Manjari form, follows Srimati like her shadow. And just to increase the ocean of Sham's eagerness, she chastises him by saying, "O king of cheaters, Durta Raj, why are you following our Pranasaki Radha like that? Get lost." The dirt has 3 characteristics.
Good means fraud.
Acha.
Fraud. Good. Whose name is this? Krishna. Don't believe it.
One of the qualities, Gurudev, of Krishna and Vrindavan.
Very clever.
The dirt has.
Look and sure. Radha has met herself.
Has 3 characteristics. His face is as beautiful as a lotus petal.
Yeah. He look very nice.
His words are soothing like nectar, and his heart is as sharp as a razor blade. The maidservant says, "O greatest of Durtas, you are maddening our dearest friend with your sweet and beautiful face and with your clever words. And then you break her heart by going off with some other girl.
Yeah.
This is giving great distress to my friends and me. It's better a dirt like you stays far away from us. You are ruining the reputation of all the chaste housewives of Vraj. Everybody knows that our Pransaki is widely reputed for her chastity. So don't come following her. What will people say when they see this? A womanizer like you should not run after chaste girls like our friend. Go away." How sweetly the maidservant chastises Sham without any hesitation. Although she is a maidservant, she is also Srimati's friend. How much relish she gives to Sham Sundar with these sweet chastisements. Blessed is Radha's service. Sham becomes only more enthusiastic by seeing Srimati's sweet form and hearing the rebukes of her maidservant. So he comes up to Srimati and tries to touch her. Seeing this, the maidservant stops him and says, "Durt,
Bring the water.
my friend Srimati is a tender young girl. She will even faint when you touch the borders of her breasts like this.
My God.
Don't touch her." Both Radha and Sham are enchanted by these clever words of the maidservant, and Srimati forgets her proud huff completely. Now Radha and Shyam both become very eager to meet each other somewhere in private and to make love together. O greatest Durt, O young lover, O son of Nanda, listen, why are you going to our heart's friend now? This tender girl is completely bewildered when you touch the borders of her breasts. I ask you, for your own sake, O Hari, go far away.
My God. Hari, go away. So strong. He's a supreme God.
Yeah. Who else can talk like this, Gurudev, to God?
How you can talk with God like that?
Radha. This is Rashka. She said, go away, but real meaning is what?
Radhika. Who is telling?
How possible, Radhika?
Yeah,
Huh?
I said, Rashka. This is Rashka words. She says, go away, but real meaning is what?
Who is telling this? Maid servant.
Wow.
So powerful.
My God, Gurudev. Only.
Without maid servant, you cannot say to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, go away. This is the meaning, right?
Not in Dwarka, Gurudev, they can do?
They can do in Dwarka also. Sorry.
Impossible. Only Vrindavan is possible.
Wow.
Her fortune.
My God.
Yeah.
So important.
When can I make such rustic, joking remarks while Radhanatha Pitavasa follows Radhika down the road in rustic ecstasy?
Radhanatha is a Krishna. Pitavasa is yellow clothes. Pitavasa. Pita means yellow, Vasa means clothes. Who wear the yellow clothes? What is that?
Radhanatha Pitavasa follows Radhika.
My God, Supreme Personality of Godhead
Following
Radhika.
Wow. I thought bhakti was higher than love, Gurudev.
My God, yesterday episode, bhakti is higher than love. Here you are talking about love stories.
It seems that even the Supreme Personality of Godhead is following love, Gurudev.
No, love is not higher.
Yeah,
Bhakti is higher.
not possible.
ISKCON devotees are telling, no, bhakti is higher. Krishna, you are in Maya. This lady is Maya for you. Radhika is Maya for you. My God. Wonderful.
Gurudev, we also sang yesterday same drama this Radha Krishna. ISKCON devotee says Radha is Maya. By chance we saw yesterday also in home. Impossible. Jai, amazing.
Saraswati says, when will I enchant the Yugala Kishore with these clever words? O Radha Vinodini, this is my heart's desire. Thus ends verse 191.
So may I ask one question?
Yeah.
So what does mean clever words in Rashka way?
Hindi one word is good. Clever means good. Good is also clever. Right? Good means clever. And in good English is a fraud. Who knows only his benefit, other benefit he don't bother. He only see that his benefit. He is not considering to others. There is no consideration of others. This is the most clever way.
Verse 192. When can I give up all the petty regulations of this world?
Petty.
Oh,
What it means petty?
petty is like,
Insignificant.
yeah, exactly. Insignificant. Insignificant.
Muddy also.
Muddy.
Muddy, paddy. Paddy is muddy also.
Petty with PE, not petty, so PE, petty. It's like insignificant, minor.
Like, yeah, like really small, like not bother.
Paddy also is like a material. Because in paddy area, if you go in and in. You want to come out, but you go inside. Inside.
Muddy, yes.
Muddy, paddy. You cannot come out yourself without any help.
From regulations, you cannot come out.
Trap.
Muddy
Yeah.
is also paddy. No? That you go in and in.
Oh, like quicksand.
How much you
Yeah,
try,
you struggle
but
more
you
and sink down more.
in material world.
Yeah, and in regulations per day.
Like this.
The more we struggle, the deeper we
more
sink.
rules and regulations. More difficulty coming
My
to
God.
be there without help of others. Because we want to try in that circumstance, muddy circumstance.
We want to try to get out ourselves.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
But without help is
not possible.
So that's why we need lotus feet of our Gurudev, Acharyas. Because lotus is always comes from mud.
We need always association with same group. If they say to do something, I will forget that. Association is very important. Easy to forget good things and bad things we are not to believe it. This is our sanskara. Mana become habits.
When can I give up all the petty regulations, sign Sri Radha's lotus feet?
Shrine.
Enshrine is like
Put it in a shrine, protect this.
put in the center.
Put it.
And enshrine Sri Radha's lotus feet in my heart.
Why? Because this Supreme Personality of Godhead is not running for like a material person is running for the man, running for the woman. Many are there, but because of her quality, he teaches us to be run to her because I'm running like this. If you're real devotee of me, you have to run like me. Only her lotus feet can help to everyone. To me also help. Her lotus feet is the shrine, the highest.
When will Govinda personally take this exclusively blessed person to him and show her all the arts of love, being pleased with her loving service?
Wow.
The exclusively blessed maidservant.
This is again, Jai Shri Radha.
Radha.
This is again a prayer for the gopis. This is not our bhav. We're not praying for his personally, exclusively service, right?
Right.
Exclusively blessed maidservant is in this meaning is really, it's not that Manjari, it's a gopi.
Yeah.
This is many times it's not clear in this book here. Or it's clear, but it's not our bhav.
Sri Govinda personally asks Srimati what kind of reward he should give to the for service. Srimati, how exclusively dedicated her maidservants are to her lotus feet, hints at him with her eyes. She likes you to teach her the arts of love by embracing her and kissing her, and so on. Sham Sundar understands Srimati's desire and shows the maidservant the arts of love by kissing her and pulling at her blouse. Sri Govinda is Sakal Sukta, the delighter, Sukta, the delighter of all, but the maidservants do not desire his bodily association. That is the difference between the Sakis and the Manjaris.
Wow.
The maidservant fearfully flees when she sees what Govinda is trying to do, and says, "O merciful Radhe, please save me from the hands of this womanizer." And Swamini laughs in amusement when she hears the anxious appeal of her maidservant.
Hmm.
The maidservants are so exclusively dedicated to her lotus feet that they give up even the most desired treasure of the gopis,
Hmm.
Krishna's bodily association. This is the result of Radhika's personal grace upon these girls that are always immersed in the service. Young couples loaded. In this case, the word upaviti can mean the maidservants' endeavors to arrange for Radha and Krishna's meeting are their main purpose, mukhya vidhi, and personal enjoyment with Govinda is a secondary purpose, upaviti.
Again,
In this case, the word upaviti can mean the maidservants' endeavors to arrange for Radha and Krishna's meeting are their main purpose, mukhya vidhi, and personal enjoyment with Govinda is a secondary purpose, upti.
this
It's
is
there in the verse. It's in Sanskrit. Upavidim is described in the verse, no? If we read in the Sanskrit, it's more clear for Gurudev, I think.
is a we cannot read that. Wow.
When will I live in an arbor in Vrindavan, keeping Radha's tender lotus feet to my heart? Sri Govinda Desa, the crown jewel of relishers, delights all, and he knows that I am Radha's exclusively blessed service. That trickster, Sham Rai, shows the arts of Eros in great loving bliss.
What you need? Keep that.
Acha. But Prabodhananda avoids this.
What? Again?
When will I live in an arbor in Vrindavan, keeping Radha's tender lotus feet to my heart? Sri Govinda Dev, the crown jewel of relishers, delights all, and he knows that I am Radha's exclusively blessed maidservant, whose very life is her service. That trickster, Sham Rai, shows the arts of Eros in great loving bliss, but Prabodhananda avoids this.
Again.
When will I live in an arbor in Vrindavan, keeping Radha's tender lotus feet to my heart? Sri Govinda, the crown jewel of relishers, delights all, and he knows that I am Radha's exclusively blessed maidservant, whose very life is her service. That trickster, Sham Rai, shows the Argaros loving bliss,
Radha.
but Prabodhananda avoids this.
Not clear.
No, good. If it starts a little earlier. In this case, we can start. In this case, the word upavidi can mean the maidservants endeavor to arrange for Radha and Krishna's meeting are their main purpose, and personal enjoyment is a secondary purpose. That could be understood like this, that they have a personal enjoyment is secondary purpose, but this is not true. And in the next verses, he will explain that it's not the secondary purpose of the maidservant that they like to enjoy.
Actually, this book is written in Radha Vallabha Sampradaya. So he is Vidya Vidya. He is a Sakhi also and Mandri also.
Yeah. And
Mandri both.
yeah. Anandadas Babaji is explaining.
But he writes this last line for Gaudiya Vaishnava.
Yeah.
This is not even secondary purpose of Radha Das. Right?
Otherwise, this will create a misunderstanding that there is a secondary purpose of a personal enjoyment with Govinda. This is Gopi Bhav. And to clear this, he explained the next verses.
This is all Gaudiya Math people are practicing. Even this. Others, this bhav they are practicing. Secondary purpose.
Yes, that's it.
Mixed up.
Mixed.
Rajanath,
Sanchari Bhav.
this is practice. Sanchari. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Now you are muted.
Yeah, please open iPad mic. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Verse 193.
Yeah.
When will I, having gone to the gate of the Kunja, be such a fortunate girl that I can blissfully fan Radha and Rasik Tilak, Krishna, the greatest relisher, whose weakened, wonderful bodies are drenched in perspiration of exhaustion from their intense and powerful amorous battle. When will I, having gone to the gate of the Kunja, be such a fortunate girl that I can blissfully fan Radha and Rasik Tilak, Krishna, the greatest relisher, whose weakened, wonderful bodies are drenched in perspiration of exhaustion from their intense and powerful amorous battle. Fanning Radha and Rasik Tilaka. After rewarding their maidservant, the young couple becomes overwhelmed by lusty desires, seeing each other's forms and qualities. So they enter into a kunja to make love with each other. the maidservant peeps into the kunja through the holes in the vine and thus fulfills her long cherished desire to witness the sweet amorous pastimes of the divine couple. Their passionately powerful amorous battle causes their bodies to become moistened by sweat drops. Their limbs grow weak and their bodies carry a wonderful beauty that becomes loosened with clothes and ornaments and their washed off unguents. How desirable the sweet vision of Radha and Mohan engaged in their amorous battle is for the maidservants. When the great hero Bhishma Dev lay on his bed of arrows, he prayed for Krishna's audience as follows. May my mind be fixed on Krishna. The Supreme Self, whose hair was flowing as it was grayed by the dust thrown up by the hooves of the horses, whose face was adorned by sweat drops, and who enjoyed being pierced by my sharp arrows. In the same way, the maidservants like to see the divine couple's weakened bodies moistened by sweat drops, their clothes and ornaments disheveled after they finished their amorous battle.
So 2 battles described here, right? One battle is when Bhishma is describing his desire, and the other battle is when the maidservant is describing her desire. And their meditation is a little different. No? Their goal is different. This is a different bath, a different mood.
Then more.
Bhishma is a warrior, so he likes to see Krishna pierced by his own arrows, and is carrying Arjuna's, what is it?
Chariot.
In Kurukshetra, this, what is the name with the horses, this band? Huh? Chariot. Ah, yeah. So Krishna is driving Arjuna's chariot, and they are in 2 different armies. Krishna is on the side of the Pandavas, and Bhishma is on the side of Duryodhana, and they fight against each other. But even if he is on the other side, Bhishma is a devotee of Krishna. But they are enjoying this Kshatriya mood. And so he desires very much to see Krishna in this, when he is sweating and his hair is loosened and he is in the battle fighting with open hairs, and the horses are running, and the hairs of Krishna are flying in the wind and getting gray by the hoofs of the horses, by the dust. And so this is his desire, to see him like this. So we can see there is a a big difference in the bath. When we see the Manjaris, they don't like to see Krishna alone.
Right.
No? Their goal is to see his open hairs together with the open hairs of Radhika. And when they are in the battle in the Kunja, in the love battle, and they can do some seva there. And that was so successful when they bring both together. And this they like to see to a small hole in the Kunja. And also there are the sweat drops of Radha and Mohan.
Right.
And the tilak is wet, getting red, and what is it? The eyeliners are smeared. Their hairs are both open. Sometimes they are mixed, the hairs, and the maidservant have to open this. So different bath, different mood. I think today is Nishinga Chaturdasi, is it?
Right.
So we are here, many are celebrating Nishingadev's birthday, appearance day. But this is actually also not our mood.
Right.
We are always protected by our Swamini.
Yeah. We are protected or not protected, but we are Swami group.
Yes.
We don't want scare us, but we are in the house. She want to keep us. We are ready to do.
Our bodies belongs to Radhika.
But
We have no own independence bodies. They are all in the seva. Our bodies are servant.
it to her, we can do it.
What good if?
What suit to her, we will do it.
Yes. Yes, and we like to develop our own bath. We will not mix this with other bath. That means exclusively.
To relieve their fatigue, Radha and Rasik Tilaka sit near the gate of the Kunja, and the maidservant dries up their sweat drops by blissfully fanning them. When the beautiful couple is thus enjoying the cool breeze, they lean against each other and close their eyes while their natural sweetness gushes from their limbs. When the maidservant performs this service, she considers herself to be the most fortunate girl.
Sukritini.
Thus ends verse 193.
That is only 10 minutes.
Next one's pretty short, but
Huh?
it's pretty short.
Which one? 94?
Hmm.
Do it.
Verse 194.
Yeah.
When will I delight my king and queen by massaging their feet and performing other such services while they are lying in a tight embrace
My God.
on a fresh bed of flowers in the Nikunja, their eyes wide open because of absorption in amorous mellows, and their vine-like arms studded with goose pimples of ecstatic love for each other.
Wow.
When will I delight my king and queen, Radha Krishna, by massaging their feet and performing other such services while they are lying in a tight embrace on a fresh bed of flowers
Wow.
in the Nikunja, their eyes wide open because of absorption in amorous mellows, and their vine-like arms studded with goose pimples of ecstatic love for each other, massaging the feet of my king and queen. Shripad, in his kinkari form, has removed the young couple's fatigue by fanning them, and now she makes them lie down on a bed made of fresh, stemless flowers that she had made just before. There, the divine couple tightly embrace each other with their horripulating, vine-like arms. They are eagerly crying for the touch of each other's limbs, and they keep their eyes wide open so they will not fall asleep and be deprived of the bliss of each other's loving embrace. The fortunate maidservant is now ordered to massage the feet of this young, loving pair. All the softness of the maidservant's hands become manifest on her hand palms so that she can delight her beloved king and queen to the utmost by massaging their tender lotus feet. The aspirants should mentally sit by the side of this maidservant to learn these services from her. The maidservant holds these precious lotus feet to her heart while she drinks the great sweetness of the forms of her king and queen, who are tightly embracing each other with the cups of their eyes. What a blissful condition! The maidservant has no idea how much time passes in this way, because the influence of material time is completely absent in the spiritual realm. Thus ends verse 194.
Jai Jai Shri Ram.
Radhe